So the question that was asked was seen a generally consensus is will we ever see another dynasty like the Golden State Warriors? No, we won't. Um, and to be honest with you, I'm a huge Steph Curry, Klay Thompson fan. I think they were very unique. Begrudgingly, I give Draymond Green some dap, but he was instigator. He was basically was he like a black better version of Bill Laimbeer? The thing about the Warriors is that I can't put my finger. Are they more like the Bad Boys Pistons, or were they more like Jordan and Pippen in the way that they won? Because of the small ball and the way they utilizes the sizes. I can't really put my finger on it because Steph Curry is somewhere between Jordan and Isaiah Thomas. If you think about it. And I would tell anybody his impact on the game is more closer to Jordan's, and he had more of an impact than Isaiah. Some people want to put Isaiah as a better point guard. That's debatable. I loved Isaiah. Isaiah was one of my favorites. But you can't tell me what Steph Curry just got through revolutionizing and doing. You can't tell me that he ain't high tier. And Klay Thompson ain't nothing to sneeze at. Because could he have been like a Scottie Pippen for his era in a way? And more because of size and depth than Joe Dumars. So it's a very tricky proposition. Draymond Green falls into Lambeer, Rodman like, but he's more Lambeer than he was Rodman for my money because I seen him play. If he was like Rodman, they would have won another ring maybe. But Steve Kerr's job as being a player with those Bulls teams and that, and the wins and what have you, the second three-peat. They're a unique team. The greatest backcourt ever, best shooting backcourt ever. The style of play, the way they came out, the uniqueness of their style. There's not going to be another one like them because nobody, the villains you've seen has been LeBron James and Steph Curry in a way. And let me tell you, I done heard all kinds of things with Steph Curry. Some were like really dumb, such as like when I heard Allen Iverson, someone saying I didn't know light skin could play that way. I'm so tired of this slave mindset. If you can play, you can play. Dark skin, brown skin, mid skin. Or the old guard being upset because they are changing the course. He took it where he stripped you of a position. He made you positionless. He was more analytics than analytics. Steph Curry does not get his due. He gets, I mean, he's top 10. And I have no problem with saying it. I take him over LeBron. He changed the course of the game. He took a concept and made everybody shoot logo threes, including the almighty LeBron James King that they like to bestow. You can throw the more talent and athleticism, but they got the same rings. Curry had Kevin Durant for 2 trips and 3 runs to the finals, but he won 2 without him. When has LeBron James ever won a ring without a guy that's considered a top player? Because Klay Thompson doesn't get the same love as Dwayne Wade. He'll get in the Hall of Fame like Chris Bosh. Klay Thompson isn't held in the same regard as Kyrie Irving. And Anthony Davis considered one of the 75 greatest players. So make it make sense. But you won't see a team that could come back from 20 points and shoot their way back. That was led by a guard who could just dagger you and hit you, break you off. And they just kept coming on runs. And they changed the game. Those games that used to be 83, 81 in the 90s, that's halftime scores in the Steph Curry Clay run, the Golden State run. Those games when you were down by 20 and you was put in the bench warmers, the 9 through 12 garbage crew. Not the same during the Steph Curry era. There was no safe lead. So you'll never see a run like this Golden State Warrior team again. That you will see comebacks and you got teams and people playing it. But what they did was groundbreaking. They ran roughshod over the league for a decade. 4 rings, 6 finals appearances. Nothing to sneeze at. Put it in context. And you can debate and say what you want to say, and I don't hold them in the same regards because I got Shaq over him. But Steph Curry's career mirrors Shaquille O'Neal's minus the three-peat. Think about it: 4 rings, 6 appearances in a 10-year window. And then you look at his impact in the postseason, what he done, league MVP, first unanimous, 2-time MVP, Finals MVP. You look at Steph Curry and the numbers speak for themselves. And all-time leader points scored, considered the greatest shooter ever. That's top 10. That's top 10. Impact speaks for itself. Klay Thompson was nothing to sneeze at. One of the 5 greatest pure shooters ever the game has ever seen. Mr. No Dribble, Mr. Catch Shoot, Bop Pop. Come on now. Draymond Green had his impact. I didn't always agree with his antics. But as I always see it, like there was a Teddy Bruschi for the Patriots, there was a Draymond Green for Golden State. Those guys that fit for said teams. They're not necessarily all pros, all stars of this, but they fit for said team. Steve Kerr, right coach, right time. Took what Mark Jackson started and he ran with it. You know, they had pieces and parts that just worked. So their run, incredible. I'm not going to see another team do that. Now some people are going to mention Boston. Well, Tatum and Brown aren't the same. No one's going to debate Jason Tatum as one of the 10 greatest players ever. Barely. I don't even, he's top 10 as for all-time Celtics, let alone top 10 greatest. So, no, that ain't going to happen. Jalen is going to be designated like Clay. And then you can decide who had a better run. We'll see how the Celtic run turns out. And then you can make the case that Joe Mazzulla took over for Udoka and got that ring just kind of like Kerr did with Mark Jackson. You can make that claim. But it's a different era. Size, they changed the size. They were like on the floor of Mayweather, you can't hit what you can't catch. And I agree with Shaquille O'Neal said about Steph Curry. The most impactful player of the last 30 years. Changed the course. So it's a lot to debate, but there won't be another run like the Golden State Warriors. That was a one and one every 20 or so years. So anyway, but tell me what you think. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. And also feel free to donate to the channel. I welcome it. Peace the best. Have a great day and let's talk.